Jai Gurudev. In this video, I am going to tell you about how Nehru changed history and hide the facts that Muslim killed crores of Hindus, and many Hindus do not know about this highly violent and juicy history happened in India. This video topic is how Nehru changed history and hide the facts that Muslims killed crores of Hindus, and many Hindus do not know about this highly violent and juicy history happened in India. Gandhi's big mistake was that he agreed on partition of India. And some people may say that why we should care about Hindu-Muslim violence in our history. People who don't know about the true history, they will be doomed to repeat it again and again and again. We have to know the true history happened in this country, otherwise the same thing will be repeated again and again and again. There was so much bloodshed happening at the time of partition. Gandhi asked Sudhakarji, his friend, as ambassador to check the situation and bring back reports about what was really happening in Pakistan. So Sudhakarji went to Pakistan to assess the situation. He faced a lot of difficulty. He was fatally attacked 7 times by Muslims during his trip because they did not trust him. He was buried up to neck in the ground and would have been killed. Fortunately, Indian army came there and intervened at the right time, so he was saved. Somehow he escaped from there and returned. He was wounded at 7 places on the body when he returned and told everything to Gandhi. Gandhi could not believe that what he heard, and he told Sudhakarji that you are lying. You are telling me all this only because you are a Hindu. Our Muslim brothers cannot do such wicked acts. Gandhi did not believe the story. Two things said by Sudhakarji to Gandhi. How Muslims are killing Hindus in Pakistan. Sudhakarji felt so angry and dejected at hearing this. He felt so disappointed, especially after having spent so many years with Gandhi together. So he left everything and came back to Bangalore. 3 days after this event, Gandhi died after being shot at in public gathering by Nathuram Godse. One thing we have to know about this Gandhi would not listen to others around him and would follow only what he thought. His approach was not democratic. He used it to be more like a dictator in life and would expect people to follow only what he said. He was very rigid. He would not be flexible. He would rigidly hold on to a thought and not listen to others. He would expect everyone to follow his word and will alone. At the time of electing the Prime Minister of the country, everyone expect one person voted for Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. But despite that, Mahatma Gandhi chose otherwise and did not go by what the majority wanted. He was not very democratic in his approach. A leader who laid the foundation stone for the democracy in this country was actually more of a dictator in his personal ways of conduct. Many times he would become stubborn and rigid while making decisions. Sometimes he would take a decision in an emotional manner rather than logically understanding the situation and weighing out the good and the bad, or even consulting others. He would expect everyone else to bend his will without question. Like this, Gandhi did many bad things in this country. That's how stupid Nehru became the Prime Minister of India because of Gandhi. Everyone chose Sardar Patel, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, except one person. But Gandhi chose Nehru, and he was not democratic in this way. He was very dictator in choosing Nehru as PM of this country. Another thing is, do you know how the Vijayanagara Empire collapsed? It was because of 5 crooked people who acted as sannyasis. The Vijayanagara Empire was so strong and powerful that no one could shake it. The Vijayanagara Empire spanned and ruled almost half of India, and in fact its reach was in Sri Lanka also. It was the most prosperous province on the planet at that time. The Chinese travelers have described it as something unbelievable. On its streets, the merchants would measure diamonds in liters. Pearls were measured not by weight but by volumes. The empire had a huge armed force. It had 10,000 elephants and 1 lakh soldiers. But the whole empire was finished in just 10 minutes without fighting any war. Do you know what happened? 5 of the Bahmani Muslim sultans came dressed as sadhus or swamis, and they stayed on the other side of the river in a tent. They sent a message to the king, the Vijayanagara king, saying that please come and visit the swamis. They will not cross the river and will not come to the palace. So you must come and visit them. So the king came with all reverence to meet them. As the tradition does, the king goes to the holy sages or saints and bows down to receive blessings. These Muslim sultans said, we want you to come and visit us alone and not with all your armed forces. So the king went simply dressed, carrying flowers and fruits to meet the saints. But they were not really saints. They were the sultan's Muslim generals and soldiers in disguise. Then when the king came, they beheaded the king right there, and his head was hung from a pole in the center of city of Hampi. In 10 minutes, the entire kingdom was conquered without war. When the king was killed, what could the people of kingdom do? So they had to surrender to the invaders. The Bahmani Muslims vandalized the kingdom after that. Their armies too were waiting in disguise to plunder the kingdom. It is said that it took them 6 months to loot that city and kill lakhs of Hindus at that time. Mercilessly, they destroyed the whole Hampi city and killed lakhs of Hindus at that time. There are many such type of incidents happened in this country where Muslims killed crores of Hindus in this country. After independence, Jawaharlal Nehru had this great idea of hiding Indian history because he did not want the bad incidents to be highlighted or known. He did not understand that this would have taught a lesson for people not to repeat such acts in the future. Instead, he covered them all up and pretended that everything had been nice. So he pushed the true stories under the carpet and very conveniently forgot all the glorious days also. He removed all Hindu-Muslim violence happened in history from history books, and also glorious days of this country from the history books. He deleted all these things. Nehru deleted all these things. Thus, our country's history became bland, having no taste, neither sweet nor salty. And another thing is that another thing in India that was cheated by Jawaharlal Nehru was that by giving Article 370 status to Kashmir. He gave them special status without the parliament passing it. Without parliament passing, Nehru Nehru gave a special status to Kashmir. One country should have only one flag and one constitution. But stupid Nehru cheated India like this. Nehru also hid many things that communist Lenin and Stalin killed crores of people in Russia. Like that, Nehru, by deleting the true history of this country, happening between the violence between Muslims and Hindus, which was happened in this country, he did many wrong things like this. He hid the true history of India, and because of that, history of India became very bald and without any juicy. Jai Gurudev.